This week in Trump administration actions. This week, President Donald Trump has undertaken several significant actions across a range of policy areas, including immigration, trade, foreign policy, domestic issues, and economic matters. Let's break it down. Immigration and border security. The Pentagon has announced the deployment of an additional 1,500 active duty soldiers to the southern border, increasing the total to around 3,600 troops. This is part of President Trump's intensified crackdown on immigration. The move is designed to bolster border security and address rising concerns about illegal immigration. In trade news, President Trump is set to announce reciprocal tariffs on multiple countries by early next week. While the specific countries have not been disclosed, this initiative forms part of Trump's broader strategy to reshape global trade relationships in favor of the United States. This move aligns with his ongoing efforts to challenge international trade practices. Foreign policy. In the Middle East, developments continue to unfold. Hamas has named 3 Israeli hostages who will be released as part of a ceasefire deal with Israel. The announcement follows accusations from Hamas that Israel delayed aid deliveries, an accusation Israel denies. Additionally, President Trump has imposed sanctions on the International Criminal Court, ICC, accusing the court of targeting the U.S. and Israel illegitimately. These sanctions have been met with strong opposition. The ICC has condemned the move, vowing to continue its work, while the UN and European nations have called for the sanctions to be reversed. Meanwhile, the UK, along with 78 other countries, has issued a statement in support of the ICC. This comes in response to President Trump's sanctions, which critics say undermine the court's ability to hold perpetrators accountable for international crimes. Domestic policy. On the domestic front, President Trump has announced plans to sign an executive order reversing former President Biden's initiative to phase out plastic straws. This decision highlights a broader cultural debate over the environmental impact of plastic versus paper alternatives. In another significant move, Trump declared that he is revoking former President Joe Biden's security clearance, including access to daily intelligence briefings. This decision adds to the tension between the two leaders, as Trump asserts his authority over national security matters. Economic policy. On the economic front, oil markets have experienced a third consecutive week of decline, largely due to rising U.S. crude inventories and concerns about the potential effects of Trump's tariffs on China. The possibility of a slowdown in global economic growth has led to questions about the future of oil demand. President Trump has also reiterated his goal to reduce Iran's oil exports to zero, further intensifying pressure on Tehran. Meanwhile, speculation is growing about the impact of potential sanctions on Russia, especially if a peace deal is eventually reached to end the conflict in Ukraine.